Okay, everybody, afternoon. As always, I got so much done, but not everything I wanted to. So I got this whole side apart, the rotor back on, and it's not hitting anything. You want to make sure you're all done and it's not hitting anything. I even put a certain kind of paint on the caliper. It's actually caliper paint, right? It's for high heat. I've never done that before, but it can't hurt one bit. You're going to preserve it. It makes it clean looking. You got the rotors done. I took the shock boot off. You know, cut the original. Usually, it's a better thing than a zip ties, but you double up both ways. You get strength this way and that way. You take it off. You clean up the shock, and then it had a little rust, so I ran about an inch down, a little further, so it'll look pretty decent. And it's a good quality Rancho. That's a very expensive shock, actually. The sticker's somewhere on the ground. The sticker was a FUBAR. Everybody knows what FUBAR is. I saw that once on a military vehicle we bought at one of the places I worked for a long time. Nobody knows, but under the hood it said FUBAR, and I was like, "What's FUBAR?" And another military guy goes, "F up." I can't say it. I know what it means. Effed up beyond all repair or something like that. Or recognition or something like that, but I can't say it in my head and think. I've been painting all day. Yeah. So, if you're gonna paint, this stuff is extremely strong. I mean, it's not a catalyst, but it's very strong. You can feel it on your skin. If you don't wear like protective gear, so wear long. When I'm painting, I wear long long shirt, some gloves sometimes. Sometimes you can't get the good feel, so I don't wear gloves sometimes. So you get all messed up. Vent. You need a vent. You need air coming in and out. So I have an exhaust fan, and it's sucking in and sucking out at the same time. So this is all done. Ready to put the wheel on. You're done. It's undercoated under the wheel well. It's all painted up, chipped off. It's all greased up. Rear end's all done. This side is completely done, except we need the rings and the way it's gonna go. I have a guy to get me both axles. I just gotta remove them. So I gotta figure out. Take this nut out, and I use either slips out and you don't take the rear part, which is nice. It would be nice. If not, there's going to be a C-clip in there. This is almost like an eliminator, so the bolts go from the back, and then you should be able to pull the axle out. So this whole side has to come apart again to do that repair. So we do know we need. I'll just replace both rings if I get them in a pair. If not, we'll at least do that side. And while I'm here, I'll show you up a little bit of up underneath, and I'll bring you up. And I'll show you what I did. It's kind of like, it's the first stage what you do. I think that's good enough. I don't know how high that is. So I'll put some light up. And I have the repairs for this. But if you look up underneath now, I had done all this. Let's put some light up that way. That should be not too bright. So up in here, you're gonna spray all this down. You gotta wire brush it all off. I got pages going on. I got wire brushes all off. And take a sander. I use a gun with those little cookies, I call them, and clean off all the heavy stuff. They have repair kits. There's a hole here, and there's a hole towards the back. But these body mounts are all still good on this side. So it needs a little work. So what we did is we extended the time. So we extended the paint. We put the good paint on there that will prevent it from coming back. And I just picked up the same stuff I've been using. Use this first after you clean it off with a wire brush, sander, all kinds of different things. Just get the debris off. So this stuff is the stuff that's really strong. And then if you notice, you come back this way, and if you could look up, I get messages like crazy. And if you look up, the whole thing is done from here all the way back. I'll get you a better. Let me move this light. Light might be like too much or not enough. So that's all. This section is done to where it will preserve some of the time. Now you can see there's a hole here, and they have a repair kit that goes right over a hole. And then you just spray it and you're done. And then there's a hole towards the back where all the water lays in. You want to spray within here, in there, good. And spray inside the cavity, blow it out, and inside this cavity, turn it around, and on the other side, up in the wheel well here, wire brush it out, and then spray also in here. Wherever you can see, spray it out. And within the little hole, there's a little baby hole here. I don't even think I'm not gonna repair any of this right now. We're just gonna preserve it for now and use it, you know, try to use it as much as possible. So that's all that in the back half. And then obviously the whole front is done. Came out nice. Let me get a light that way. So as you can see, this whole side has been completely done. All the way up until the other half. So all of this right here is all done, and it preserves a long time. This should last a long time. It goes through a cheaper paint, but it does go through stages. And if you really wanted to, when you're done, you drop it off at a body shop and say, look, just spray it with the good stuff. That's it. You got a good coat before it gets all muddy and dirty. Just drive it over there and say, go to Maaco, just say, just spray underneath. And they'll spray everything. Just say, don't spray everything. Don't spray the shop. Just kind of make it neat and spray it. That'll put another coat of heavy catalyst paint on there, which has got the hardener in it. So as of tomorrow, we're going to be doing the other sides. I ran out of time today. So this is the side beforehand. So this is what we're going to be doing. Let me move the light over one more time. And then we're going to call it quits. So we're going to be doing this side tomorrow. I brushed some of it off already, but we're going to take this rotor off, and we're going to do the same thing on this side as that side. We're going to clean it all up, wire brush it off, chip as much as you can off the framing. You're going to go through the extend, then you're going to paint it, and that should be it. Even the bumper, everything. Take this whole boot apart again, clean the whole shock up, and this will be all sprayed off and clean and ready to put the wheel on tomorrow. So it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're all done with just this section, and I'll do this section needs more repair, and I do have the repair kits for this whole side. I have repair kits for the body mounts or the whole piece. So I haven't done them yet, but it's sheet metal. So it's just sheet metal goes in, and then it gets rebolted to the others. So basically on this side, there's only one good body mount, and that's the one in the back. Yeah, the other two are not holding on. So this thing, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna extend the life a little bit until the winter time, bring it in, and I'll finish the project. And then we're gonna finish the rear. So that's what I'm gonna be telling this lady. That's what you need to do. If you don't want to, you're just gonna reduce the life. I mean, you could do it whatever way you want. You can use it and abuse it, and then it won't last. Or you can finish preserving it, but the main thing is kind of do the front first, because that's what's taking the heavy hit with the snow plows and all the rust and the corrosion, and do all the brake lines, paint them up, clean them up, even though they're all new. Clean them up the best you can and put a couple different coats of different things on there. Anything can be better than nothing. Nothing's good. It'll put like a barrier on it. It'll make that next layer of rust going. But sooner or later, that rust will eat the main frame up. So you want to chip it off to a point. Once you go popping right through the frame, stop. That's enough. You don't need to hit it anymore. Then sand it down and then extend it all in. And then paint it, prime it, and then extend it till you get to that point. Keep it on the road, man. You don't want to keep these things dead, man. This freaking the weather for the tops off, baby. So we're going to be doing this side tomorrow. It should take about 2 hours, 3 hours, and we should get all this. I did start on this side, so it shouldn't be that bad, but I got to chip everything away, and we'll go, and that side will look just as nice. And underneath this is completely done from all of it. The frame, the radiator support, even the steering box, even some kind of paint sometimes will fix leaks. The smallest leak, this paint will stop it. It will. And if it doesn't, you're gonna find out much easier to find a leak. You'll be like, oh, there, right there. You know, so I mean, and not a lot of people have lifts. Or if you want, you go underneath it. You know, I'm not spoiled, but I've always worked on a lift, and this is my first lift here in this spot, in this garage. So let me work on tomorrow, and everybody peace out, man. It was a freaking hard day. Hard to tell, man. See you tomorrow. Bye.